Hello Amazon.com, it's me, Beau, and today I am coming to you with this little multimeter from Proster. This is the VC97. And first of all, this isn't a full tutorial and breakthrough as to all of these small little different functions. Honestly, I don't know, and if you have your degree in electrical engineering, then more power to you, my hat's off to you. But I will demonstrate briefly how this does work and some very basic uses. And you will see that yes, it does in fact work. Now first of all, the makeup of this, you can see it's sort of rubber all around the edges, which I really like if you're taking this out in the field. And then there's some little spaces right there at which you can put the probes on there, so keep them all together. It did come with a battery, a lithium battery inside of it, so if you get the package and it says warning lithium battery, that's just what they have to do for the mail. And then also this comes out like this, so you can prop it up like so. Nice little feature. In my tests, it has been accurate, it has worked wonderfully, and as you can see, there's a little manual switch when you turn it on like so. I think I turned it one too many. There we go, right there. That is voltage, and then to switch between DC and AC is this little blue button right here. So if you look very closely, you will see DC right up there, and then when I click the blue button in 3, 2, 1, click, and now it is AC. Very nice. So let's go ahead and just attach some probes. We're going to put the black one on the COM, obviously, and then we are going to put the red one in my nose. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not that kind of guy. Right over here on the far end where it says, yeah, volts, basically. So right there. And beautiful. We're going to go ahead and switch it back to DC. There we go, and as you can see, DC right up there, and then we're going to prop it up like so against my toaster, and in a little bit we're actually going to be sticking these guys in the wall in an American outlet. We're going to see if my house really is 120 volts, so we'll see. But for now, there's this little guy right here. Now I do a lot of videography, and so I need to know if in fact my batteries are actually being actually carrying enough voltage in there. So if we go ahead and push this one on each end, you should see that it is around 1.5 volts. Isn't that nice? It may be 1.5, 1.6, give or take. If we get lower, then that means that that it's losing some of its charge, its power, so to speak. So this should be 1.5. It's probably around 1.4 for that one because that battery's getting kind of old. Lastly, let's try a little AAA battery right here. And what I'm going to be doing, instead of putting the positive on the positive, I'm going to put the positive on the negative. And you should see a little minus sign right there. Oops, sorry, just kind of rolling around. A little roly-poly guy. Don't want to touch it with my fingers because that could compromise the... There we go. And you see the little negative sign right there? And if I were to switch this around, it should be a positive current going right there. Isn't that cool? So it works quite nicely. And in case you're wondering why it's all jumping around like that, that's because it's on auto right now. And so it automatically measures the smallest amount of electricity going on. Which it would be in millivolts, I believe, instead of just volts. But these are 1.5 volts, and when I put it on there, it automatically switched. So it's nice that it's automatic like that. And so as you can probably see, it's jumping around and everything, and oh, look at all those little millivolts or mini volts or whatever the heck they're called. And let's go ahead and stick this in there, and oh, look at that, it's a 9-volt battery. How cool is that? So as you can see right there on the screen that I do have a bit more than 9 volts, which means I actually have some juice left in this battery. Okay, now let's put our life on the line. No, don't worry, I have tested this before. It's not going to be a surprise. But as you can see, this little outlet, it's sort of out just a little bit right there, just sort of cocked out. And that is so that I can access the plug right there. And so we are going to switch this to AC because obviously household outlets are alternating current. And we're gonna go ahead and put this little guy one on there and one on there. And as you can see, it measures 120 volts, or probably even a little more, because I really don't have a lot of appliances on right now. Isn't that cool? Very nice. So in case you're wondering about a close-up on these little probes right here, they're very, very basic. They have a little safety thing right there in case you don't slip down and accidentally touch whatever you're trying to measure, so you don't get electrocuted there. It's very floppy, very nice. I haven't gotten these tangled at all or anything like that. And so far they have withstood my tests, and this thing has been absolutely phenomenal in testing my batteries that I have around the house. As I told you before, I'm a videographer with Knox Studio, or a nonprofit film studio that produces media for other nonprofits. And I have a lot of batteries around the house. So this is a lifesaver when I'm trying to figure out, is this battery old or new or anything like that. Very quickly, I'm just going to go through there. You can see it's a very quick boot up time. And there's the next option right there. And the next guy right there. And now we're getting into no man's land, which I have very little idea what these options and functions do. But if you know how to do this, then more power to you. You are a lot smarter than I am. But I just hope that this small little brief demo is helpful in determining whether or not this is the right multimeter for you. So far, it works quite nicely. Extremely easy to set up, easy to pack around, and I approve tremendously. Let's go ahead and turn it off. There we go. My name is Beau, and I look forward to demonstrating and reviewing more fun things here on Amazon.com.